This video, I'm going to be reviewing a fragrance from the house of Dapper Fragrances. It's one of their newer releases from the house of Dior. It's their interpretation of Dior Sauvage Parfum. Comes in one of their new bottles. Again, I love these bottles compared to the other ones. Still get them from the same company. I don't really care. I like the frosted glass. I like the new labels. They look a lot better. Presentation on Dappers is, in my opinion, gone up a lot with these new bottles. Here's a weird thing. I mentioned this in my other video. That for some reason, the labels are super sticky. I don't really know why, what they're doing with the labels or why they're like that, but who cares? As far as the scent goes, it smells very similar to Dior Sauvage Parfum, the original. So if you are into that, it's very close. It is a good clone. Okay, so now how the Parfum, for some of you who aren't familiar, how the Parfum stacks up against the other ones. I do have the EDT here, the real Dior Sauvage, and the Dior Sauvage EDP here as well, to give you an idea. So I'll spray all these. You kind of know what those are like compared to the Parfum. Okay, so easiest way to do it. Let's do it this way. EDT. It's the brightest of the three. The Ambroxan's the most prominent. It is very, a lot of people say harsh. It's very in your face. It's very just, hello, look at me kind of fragrance. The Ambroxan's push through the roof. The citrus is very prominent, which is, I enjoy personally. But it can be a little much in certain settings. And for some people, it is a loud fragrance. Performance and rejection are very good. I know some people talked about reformulations. It's not as good. I don't really get that, but I mean, this is a new one for me. I think this is 2018, 2019 bottle, and it performs very well. So I'm not one of those people that really buy into that. I do with some fragrances, don't get me wrong, but this is not one of them. So anyway, the EDT is a lot fresher, a lot better in my opinion for warmer weather. You can wear it all year though. The reason I say it's a lot better is the Parfum and the EDP can be kind of too much in the heat. So that brings me to the EDP, which EDP has a much more it's similar to the EDT, but the vanilla is very prominent in this. It kind of makes it go its own way. It can become, even more so than EDT, it can become cloying. So you got to limit the amount that you apply. One, two, three sprays, and it lasts. It lasts. I mean, it's kind of fragrance you got to wash off. The vanilla, though, it does make it turn kind of in a different direction. Not in a bad way. It's good, but in the heat, it would be, I think, very cloying. It's honestly been a little too much for me at work. I'm an attorney, and I'm around a lot of people. And in the courtroom, it can become, I don't want to, offend clients or other people in the courtroom. I don't want to kind of choke people out. So I stray away from the EDP. Now that said, it is good for colder weather, where the EDT is not really going to project outside and say the winter as well and cut through the cold weather. EDP does that great. So it's something that if you're a huge Dior Sauvage fan and you're wanting something that's going to be something you can wear in the winter, it's going to do well. EDP is good. It's also versatile. You could wear it in the heat. Like I said, just limit your number of sprays, and I wouldn't wear it out actually in the heat. If you're indoors, it's fine, but I wouldn't, if it's a really hot sunny day, maybe don't go with the Dior Sauvage, and at least not the EDP. Now the Parfum, this it is slightly different because I'm comparing it to the Dappers than the original but it's close. So the Parfum Dior Sauvage, there's an added incense note, and the incense makes it more of a darker scent, more mature, kind of more formal fragrance. It is also, because of that, a much closer to the skin scent. It's more intimate scent. You don't get crazy projection. You don't get the sillage that you get with the EDT or the EDP. And with that as well, they dialed back the Ambroxan quite a bit. It is no longer this bomb, Ambroxan bomb that you get with Sauvage or Fragrance One's Office Men sort of thing. This is a much more intimate, close to the skin fragrance. For people who like Sauvage but you find it to be a little too harsh, or people who think it's a little too maybe juvenile, the Parfum is for you if you do like the scent profile itself. It's for more, I think, mature people, older men, or say you had like a more formal event you wanted to go to, or say someone like me who is, like Sauvage. It's not my favorite fragrance, but I do enjoy it. But is worried about potentially offending other people because of my job and the close encounters that I'm in. I do prefer the Parfum for that reason. I can wear it without worrying that I am going to offend people that I work with on a daily basis, or clients of mine for that matter. So they all have their place. It just really depends on what you're looking for. I think the most versatile is the EDP, because you can wear it in the cold weather, you can wear it in the fall, it's going to do good, winter, but you can also wear it in the warmer weather. You just got to be light on the trigger, but you got to be okay with the vanilla. There's a lot more vanilla, or there's vanilla in it, and that makes it more of a kind of a different spin on the Sauvage. I think a lot of people really enjoy the EDT the best. I can see why. It's very bright. I love bright, fresh fragrances, and that is the brightest and freshest of them all. Also, the peppers are the most heavy in that. The Ambroxan's the most heavy in that. Personally, for me, again, given my situation, I do like the Parfum a lot. But I do really enjoy all three. That's why I have all three. You just got to really decide on what you want and what fits your lifestyle the best. If I had to pick one, it would be the EDP, just because it's the most versatile. So anyway, hopefully this is helpful. Again, though, if you are looking for a clone, maybe you don't want to buy a full-size bottle, Dapper's version is really good. It is very close to the original Parfum, and they do very well on dialing back the Ambroxan on this as well, and the incense is good. So definitely check it out. It is one of the Dappers that I think really is done really well.